Hello, everybody. It's Callaway Talks. Harry Arnett, and look who's sitting in the chair. It's golf royalty, ladies and gentlemen. Roger Cleveland. Roger, now you don't have to have any reason to ever appear on the show, except now I know you actually do have a reason, and that's the new MD4 wedge.
Absolutely. Love it.
Well, one of the things about knowing you, aside from that we get to talk about great golf places in the world as well as great wines, is you like to talk wedges, and you've been telling me about this wedge. It feels like for over a year. Even one of the grinds, you gave me a custom grind, which we're going to get to in a second, over a year ago, and now finally
it's here.
Golfers get to have this. They don't even need to know you. They just need to know about the MD4 wedge. What can you tell us about the MD4 wedge? Give us just the things that you love about it.
Oh, it has such a beautiful silhouette when you sit it down. It exudes confidence. It has a sole, or it has many soles. We have 4 different types of soles, but they all work so well. The leading edge has a little tighter radius, so you can get down. The toughest shot is when it's sticky, tight, firm, and especially into the grain. You need a tight leading edge to get under the ball, but you need bounce so it doesn't dig. So we have that combination in all the 4 grinds that we have. And it's key. And we also tighten the radius, so when you open the wedge, that leading edge stays low and gets under the ball. So they really perform, and it's all about performance and feel.
All right, so 4 grinds. I'm going to go through them right now. We have the S grind. That's just your standard, right down the middle, this type of grind.
If you're not one to really open it up too much, the S is what you should have.
S is the way to go.
Yep.
We have the W grind, and that's the wide sole grind.
Steep condition. If you're steep, you have a technique that's steep, or soft conditions, that's your bait.
W grind's the way to go.
Yep.
California, pretty good grind for California.
Yep.
Especially Northern California.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have the C grind.
Yep. This is going to be probably the biggest.
Most people will like the C grind.
Yeah, because it allows you to open. You have enough bounce, but allows you to open up because we relieve the heel, and that leading edge allows the leading edge to get under the ball. I
like the C grind because when I open it up and I'm not staring at a giant hosel, so it just feels like. And you said hardest shot is that one on the hardest shot actually is the shot after a shank. That's the hardest shot, not the one. And then the brand new grind, this is the one I was teasing a little bit.
Well,
the X grind.
The X grind, Extreme C.
An Extreme C. So what is an Extreme C?
So if you're a little steeper and you hinge your wrist going back, and therefore you're going to be steep coming down, and you want to have some versatility, okay, you need more bounce, okay, but you don't need the width. You need to still get that leading edge under the ball, but you need some forgiveness, and that extra bounce with a little bit smaller width allows you to do that, and it's wonderful.
I remember when you were playing around with this grind. This is when you gave me that grind that you had done, and you were at a tour event. I can't remember. It might have been the Open Championship, but this was over a year ago, and you were just practicing making these X grind, which didn't have a name at the time, but these X grind wedges, and you came back, you had giant bags under your eyes. You looked like you hadn't eaten in a week because you said as soon as you started showing that to tour players, they all wanted the X grind because of exactly what it does.
A lot of them went into play, before we introduced the MD4 for sure.
Yeah. So, and fortunately now we make these, so you don't have to sit there and individually grind.
I can just sit down.
Do all of these X grinds for all the millions of golfers out there. And then the big story of this wedge is our new groove.
Well, it's a groove within a groove. Okay, we have 84 of these little things, helping create spin, and the spin is all about control and trajectory control and distance control and of a short game. And anything 30 or 40 yards in, you're going to have more control, and especially out of rough and wet conditions, you're going to have the most spin of any wedge that we've ever tested.
So these are micro positive grooves. They actually sit above. They kind of create a raised surface almost on the wedge.
It takes about 12 minutes to machine each head. Okay, we fly cut it flat, then we machine in or cut in with a saw cut the positives, and they're all total with 16 grooves. There's 84 positives in there. I mean, There's 4 pauses between each 16 of the.
That was
grooves.
your 16 times 4. I got
Yep.
what you're going there.
Yep.
I like
So
that.
anyway, it's like teeth, and most of our texture that we have had on the face have been lasered, and it goes into the face. These are positives, and they last longer and they work.
And more spin.
Absolutely, it's all about the spin and control.
All right, so before I let you go, what's in your bag right now? How many wedges you got in your bag right now?
Well, I have 4 wedges.
I don't think that you subscribe to the 14 club rule. This is
no,
what I okay.
No.
4 wedges.
4 wedges.
And is there an X grind in there somewhere?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the X are in the high. You want those in your highlights.
I have them in the 60.
Yeah.
I use 55 and 50, and obviously a pitching wedge as well. So I have 4 wedges.
Why wouldn't you?
Why
You're the
wouldn't you?
wedge guy. It has your name right on it.
Well, pitching wedges are getting stronger and stronger, and so it's going to be 5 wedges pretty soon.
Tell me about it. You know what the loft is on my pitching wedge right now? 27 degrees. Is that strong? Is that too strong?
A little bit.
Okay. Well, it has a W grind on it, so it should be fine, right? All right, that's the new MD4 wedge with the micro positive grooves. It has 2 different finishes.
2 finishes.
2 finishes.
A beautiful chrome. Well, what do we call that chrome?
I just call it
we
bling.
call it matte black and a I forget the name of the chrome. But
I
it's
call
beautiful.
it dark and bling.
It's sexy.
Yeah. Are you a chrome guy or are you the dark guy?
I'm a chrome guy.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm a dark guy, but the thing I don't like about it is everyone can see exactly where you hit it on the face, so I don't like that as much. Maybe I'll go chrome.
The name is Platinum Chrome.
Oh, that's true. Platinum chrome.
There you go.
New MD4 wedge from Callaway Golf. Roger Cleveland has his fingerprints all over it, not literally, because you'd have to use a cloth and wipe it right
A
off.
lot of tour influence in this.
I know, like I couldn't believe.
And I got a shout out to Randy Peterson. He was hugely involved. We have tested this wedge more than any wedge we've ever come out with.
And
This
you've
is-
kept us waiting. It's been a while since we've had a new wedge, so thank you very much, finally,
and
for
it
getting me
still
the
has-
wedges that I need.
Still has holes in the head, right?
Absolutely. You got to have those holes in your head.
The weight distribution is perfect. The feel is incredible.
I can't wait. I may have to go 4 wedges now since you're doing
I
it.
hope so.
You're my golf hero. I got to do what my golf hero has. Go check these out. The MD4 wedge, and then tweet Roger and let him know what you think.
Please.